sick of love and sick of lies that don't feel the same. Told her friends to go without her, that she'd be okay. By the time she'd stayed home alone, too much to do but nothing gets done.
Today I'm excited to welcome Caitlin to Totally Music to chat about her musical career. Caitlin, welcome to Totally Music. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, hello. Thank you for having me on. I'm Caitlin Lavagna and I am a singer-songwriter from South Wales.
It's great to have you on. So what got you into music?
I've been like singing since I can remember, and also I think a lot of people would say, a lot of musicians now would say like they started in brass bands, orchestras, like going to dance classes, acting classes, like any creative young person, if they were lucky enough to be kind of encouraged in that way, I guess it's just something that's always been there. And then obviously when I got the opportunity to kind of choose music to do at GCSE and A level, I did. And then again, I wanted to go to drama school then to train as an actress. So an actor musician, I should say. And yeah, it's never been something, I think I've always known like deep down that it's something that I had to do like all the time. It was never going to be a hobby for me. So yeah, that's pretty much how I got into it all.
Nice. So what inspires the music you create?
Um, well, a lot of my music is kind of personal experience, I suppose, which is really difficult to say because the next single that's out is so personal to me that I'm so nervous.
Oh,
I'm so nervous to release it because it's like a kind of Adele heartbreak, sing your lungs out, sad girl autumn type of, kind of rocky song. And I always feel like I need to let people know with these questions where I'm like, I'm okay. Like the music, when I release the music, it helps me. Um, so yeah, I think a lot of it's down to experience. I'm very fortunate to work in the acting industry as well. So a lot of my kind of career, if you like, is touring. And I think a lot of my experiences genuinely come from being in random places at random times, traveling, trying to learn lines on a bus, going there and then all of that stuff. So I'm quite lucky that my surroundings change a lot, so I think I'm always inspired to write about that.
yes. So what's your favourite set of lyrics you've written and why?
Well, I got favorites for different reasons, but I'll keep it relevant to the latest single that's coming out. Or I think by the time this goes live, it will already be out. There's in the bridge, I've written some lyrics that say, uh, I'm trying to think of them now. I'm trying to get it right because people are going to be like, they're not, it's wrong. Um, if your career's quite the commitment, I can pay you if you like. I just think like that is such a desperate line for somebody wanting to cling on to a kind of a love or somebody that they think they're in love with or they think they're in love with or whatever. Um, yeah, I think that really I kind of wrote it to try and not make it feel as desperate, and actually by doing that it's so desperate. The line is so like, wow, that's like she's in pain. So I think that's weirdly my favorite lyric at the moment. Yeah.
So what's your favourite song you've written and why?
You know what? I actually think my favorite song I've written is Night Bus, and I think the reason for that is that it was the second single I've ever written kind of on my own as a solo artist. And I think that because it's not really a love song and it's not I thought when I released it, it wouldn't be that relevant to many people, but I was so naive to think that because most of my friendship group are all creatives in London trying to live the London life. And they all have heard it and continue to listen to it now when they're on the way to their auditions and stuff like that. And if they're on a bad day, which is so lovely. And I get messages now about it being like, oh God, Night Bus really, really hit me. So although I love all of my songs, because I think in this day and age, to release songs, you have to believe in them because it's so expensive. You can't really risk releasing one you're not that keen on. So yeah, for different reasons, but I think Night Bus is definitely my favorite one to sing as well.
So what's been your favourite gig today and why?
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's such a difficult question. So I just came back from Gibraltar because I've got roots there with family and stuff. and I played the Weekender Festival. And on the day that I played, I don't know if you can hear this rain right now. It was very similar. This absolute like tropical storm flooded the stage. They were the sound guys had mops. There was a fuse that went at one point, so there was no sound. It was absolute chaos. And it was about 2 hours before I was due to play. So me and Josh got there, Josh, my guitarist, and we were like looking at each other going, is this going to be cancelled? Is this going to be, what's going on here? I don't know how they managed it, but they got the sound back. Honestly, when I tell you this rain was like bad. And it came out of absolutely, it wasn't even on the weather forecast. It just decided to like, the heavens opened, as they say. And we played the set, and just at the end of the set, I was actually singing October to be like, this is my new song, is out soon. And I literally got the last note and I could see like some of the event people being like, the next person on this stage is not going to be on this stage because it was just getting to like a safety hazard or whatever. Eventually, the whole festival moved inside to O'Reilly's Irish Bar, which is in Gibraltar, but it's such a great, great pub. And we because they had another event in there, they had to put us upstairs in this like tiny, tiny kind of, you could touch the ceiling of this room. It was like the loft. But I swear to God, like because of the situation and because of everyone working together to just be able to at least finish the festival, that was certainly one that I won't forget in a very, very, very long time.
Don't blame me for that one. So if you could perform anywhere in the world, where would it be and why?
I would absolutely love to perform in, which is so specific. There's a place in Gibraltar called St. Michael's Cave, and it's kind of this prestigious yeah, it's a cave. There's no other way to describe it. The acoustics in there are incredible. The Queen has visited or did visit, and there's these big plaques everywhere. And they've now got this massive light installation, so it looks incredible. And they always get like the BBC orchestra over there. They have comedy festivals in there, but I would love to play there. In Wales, a massive aim of mine is to be able to say that I've played every venue on Warmaby Street. Hopefully I've got that right. So I've already played the Moon quite recently. There's Club Ivo Bar and there's many other like really well-established music venues on that street. And I'd love to be able to say that I've played those places. And then yeah, in London, obviously like Wembley and all of the huge, things, but also like Royal Albert Hall would be great. I'd love to have my own show there with a big orchestra or something like that would be really cool. There's just so many places now though. So I'm just trying to like start small and try and chip away at as many like at least music venues. The Half Moon Putney and also the Troubadour London. There's ones that I've been to support my friends on my level, and I think they're just gorgeous venues. Yeah.
So what's been your favourite musical memory?
Wow. Do you know what, actually? My grandparents from Gibraltar, they're no longer with us anymore, but my grandpa Pepe, I'll never forget this. He hadn't really heard me sing opera or classical music at the time, which is what I thought I wanted to be as an opera singer. And I entered this competition, and I can't even remember if it was like the local music service competition or what it was. But we went down to, I was in the final and we all went down as a family. They happened to be visiting.
Oh,
And we went to this school, this like posh school in Cardiff where they had this big, like a private school. And I sang Pia Jesu, and it's the first time, the first time I'd ever, and I think the last time probably, ish, I'd ever seen him cry. He just sat there and
oh.
cried. And at that age, I think I must have been like 15 maybe, even less than that maybe. I didn't know what to do. I was like okay. And I think that was a real kind of learning curve for me as a young musician at that point, being like, oh, music really does like affect people and it's therapy. I
Yeah.
think I got the bug for wanting to kind of try and make everyone cry then all the time.
Yeah. So what's one piece of advice you'd give to someone wanting to follow in your footsteps?
Don't. It doesn't pay the bills. No, I'm joking. I mean, I'm not joking at all. It's true. I would say try your absolute best to um be yourself in every way.
Yeah.
We all know the things that sell. We all know, especially as like being a woman in the music industry, we know what's going to catch people's attention. We know what lyrics are going to be catchy and melodies, and we know what TikTok's going to love, or at least the 10 seconds TikTok's going to love. But I think there's something so important about the authenticity of just writing your own stories. And if, as an example, October, the full length version, which I really am going to push people to listen to rather than the radio edit, because like that's the song for me. It's the 5 minute 50 song. It's the big long. I know nobody's got any time these days, I know, but like if you're gonna listen to either or all of them, I think you should listen to that because it's a long. It felt like a long process that I was writing about. I was writing about a year of being ghosted by somebody, and the song really takes you through those emotions. So yeah, I think there's something really important about. Yeah, we've all got to play the game and we've got to get to where we need to get. We need to lick you know what I mean. We need to do the box ticking.
Yeah.
But if you are going to do that, which is great, you know, you should be a business at the same time. You've also got to make time to just be able to go back to your craft and hone in on why you started writing a song and what you wanted from that. I think that's really important now.
I like that. So finally, what's next for you?
What's next? Fun employment at the moment. I'm waiting for my next acting job, which starts at the end of January, which is a tour called Housemates, which is with Hijinks Theatre and the Sherman Theatre in Cardiff. And that goes on tour, and I'm hoping that goes to Hammersmith Lyric, but you didn't hear that here. Which is cross my fingers to get it kind of closer to London. And then, yeah, in the meantime, I've started writing my first EP, which I hope is going to be kind of next year's project. I've really hammered it with the singles this year. Like I've released 3 and I won't lie, you know, a lot of money has gone into that and a lot of time and a lot of promo and all the visuals that you see and the music videos, everything's from me. So I have sort of bankrupted myself this year. But you know, when I got A-listed with Gold, I thought, okay, at least we're on the right path here now. This is something that's happening, so I need to keep doing this. But yeah, other than that, in the immediate future, I'm trying to book myself a string of dates from anywhere from Liverpool, Cardiff, London, anywhere that will have me in music venues for an acoustic autumnal tour, which is what we're calling it, which is basically just me and Josh on guitar, and we've got like a 45 to an hour set of like original music. So I'm going to hopefully be taking it that kind of show that we've got prepped around. I'm also recording a live kind of like a live lounge session in a studio, and that's in affiliation with Radio Wigwam and Jammer UK. So that footage will all be out soon. And then also I'm in late November, I'm doing a few like Christmas light turn-ons and you know, radio stuff for the single that's out. And yeah, the kind of online, I suppose. The single's out on Friday the 11th, and then there's a huge like passion project music video that's coming out a week after the release, which I haven't really said anything about yet, but I'm really excited for people to watch that. And it's over 5.5 minutes long, and I don't care because it needs to be.
I'm looking forward to following your journey.
Yeah, thank you so much. And thank you so much for your support as well. Like I said to you before we started recording, it's yeah, it's amazing having support online, especially because it's, you know, hard. It's hard work.
So massive thank you to Caitlin for joining me on Totally Music. If anyone would like to check out Caitlin's music, I'll leave all the links in the description below. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now that it's over.